uncut, dopeness, leaks on the spot. We always hyping it for the culture. If you love all things poetry, let's call us for ya. My life, on the corner grind with the rewind. My life, on the corner grind where the spotlight shines. My life, on the corner grind with the rewind. My life, on the corner grind where the spotlight shines. Mama said, baby, don't you let your words die. So I'm open words that will have passed my life. We keep it uncut here on the corner. We can't negotiate here on the corner. Mama said, baby, don't you let your words die. So I'm open door that's gonna soar past the sky. We swing the best strand here on the corner. We on that caffeine, let's go here on the corner.
Let's go! Let's go! For a long time, there was no voice behind my pen, written in silence on a paper that I would for sure tuck away. You see, through my good and disarray, the way I sway that gray or make this pen leak in beautiful words of arrays, I would never convey because I thought no one would listen. But then I realized the spelling's just a little bit different, but silent and listen rearranged are just the same if I never give my voice the range to reach the listening ear. I have wrote through my happiness, tears, and fears, making it clear when I look back over the years that, man, I done been through a lot of shit. And I wrote down every bit of my journey. That's why when I spit, my emotions are never phony. Even if it's not firsthand, it's through the perception of this strong woman. No longer that kid that had no voice, so she kept that paper and pen moist. Pro-choice, so now I'm choosing to be more than written words. This voice behind this pen needs to be heard. See, you might be thinking I'm screaming every word or phrase, hitting for decades behind this pen. That's why I'm never sure to win, so don't make me huff and puff and start a fire. I'd be a liar if I tell you my desire to spit ain't lit. My words be rich, but if I don't use them, they add up to no sense. So the day I started to be louder than my pen is the day I started to win. Let's go.
This is the moment. The moment where we take off the mask we hide behind, breathe, and realize that it happened. The abuse, trauma, and manipulation, no more stipulations on your reality. Being beat and bruised is not a normality, so stop showing partiality to immorality. You don't deserve to walk around being damaged. You can no longer manage the anger, bitterness, and resentment that's boiling inside, so stop trying to hide behind your guard, all because you disregard your pain. Putting your peace in someone else's hands, you misunderstand that they control how you heal. No one should control how you feel. They do not get to do surgery on your soul, letting their hands mold you into who you are today. Every time you're in the presence, you roll the replay. Now the thought has taken up residence, letting them be a resident, living rent-free. It's time for you to heal. The first step is acknowledging that it happened. But no longer can we lament over what's in the past. The past we cannot change. Keep looking back and you'll still be the same. This is your moment to find peace from him. No more crying or having cringe. Be forgiven, have victory, and don't allow them to win.
The poem is called Nana. Stolen 16 years ago, Nana lost signal with the earth. More like passed away, more specifically, it was a stroke. Nana's life was moved by ups and downs, no runaround. Stubborn as they come, strong as well. Those Texas eyes had story to tell. Not to sell, but to inspire. Nana's life was harder than mine. One day, I mined her mind for a school assignment. But the day she died, she made her bed with God. God planned my summer weird. How odd. Took a trip to New York to see my dad's family. But the day she died, I found her head face down on the table. In my maze of a mind, or bending by the moment, called 991 in a state of shock. The funeral was draped in tears, but filled with love because of a dove called Nana.
These be the words of dead rum, bed bum. These be the words of punctured eared conundrum burning hot like sun, like gun, powder from summer heat stain, cratering a dent in your soul's uterine cavity. Sweet, diabetes, hunger, void, underjoyed. These be the words, verbs prospering, penicillin strong enough to shank the pain in your veins. Government chip membranes, allergy and flu shot injected, infected you with false king slash presidential nightmare hope, satanic pope, providing the masses with ordained lyrical dope to get lifted on, dime, quarter pound, bricks of mind control sermon. Need me and you a fifth of bourbon burn notices full of these. These words be the words to your sanctuary, birth not via the sensitized media hell tubes, YouTubes, urethra tubes, pissing and coming propaganda in eyes, on ass, and thighs, never spit but swallow. So how can one follow misguidance? Embrace world unholy alliance of tyranny in charge of our own backyard. Best be on your guard, my kinfolk, as these be. These be the words that will get me and you killed. Angel of death and grim reaper left with the bill rights that used to apply to us before and after the lynching and auction blocks and castrated cocks so manhood could be obsolete. Bloody chains and stains left in promiscuous bed sheets. Deceit, drenched failure babies born out of regretful lust as those busted nuts. Cause see, I don't want my descendants to live in this when they finally.
Yeah, man. I know y'all ain't never seen nothing like this shit here before. I'm a shimmer coin. You know what it is. I'm gonna be co-hosting the damn show today. Me and this fool Key-notez. We about to get it in, so let's go. Yo, welcome back to P.P.C season 2. No cap, I have missed me some y'all, man. So I'm happy we back. Y'all see we got us a shimmercorn, man. He co-hosting with us this show. So y'all know we coming back with even more poetic dopeness. We also adding a new segment called Corner Talk where we'll be discussing some of the videos y'all sent in. So I cannot wait. Man, I hope y'all day has been absolutely amazing. I ain't even gonna cap. I've been on vacation like a mug since Christmas, but Today was a day for me. So I am glad to be able to come on here and settle down and get with y'all and get some good poetry in. Because Lord knows I can lose some of these long distance hugs, man, because it's been a freaking night. So y'all, let's go ahead and get into it. Man, if y'all haven't already, tap that subscribe button, tap in. And if you haven't did it already, comment and let us know that you in the building. We love to see who watching the corner, man, because everybody be watching. We just like to know y'all in here watching. With that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and get to our first guest of the season, man. My first king, man, this king right here, straight coming from Washington. He's a writer of fiction stories and poetry. And tonight, this king is gonna bless us with some of his spoken word. So y'all, come on, y'all know I call him PGJ. But it's Principal. Let's go, baby. Yo, King, how you doing tonight?
Pretty good.
Yo, I can't complain, man. That first piece, that speed round was everything. Everybody did an absolutely amazing job. That piece was kind of sad, though, in that little speed round. So, before we even get into your pieces, how hard was that for you to write?
It's been some time, so it kind of easy. It got easier to deal with. My grandma died.
Yeah, I know how it feels to lose somebody. So I don't know if it's better when I write it or it's better when I speak it. So I always ask other poets, like, which one was better for you? Is it therapeutic for it to come out, or is it therapeutic for you to write it out?
It was therapeutic to write it out.
Facts. I can definitely understand that. So how long have you been doing poetry?
Since 2017.
2017. So you perform around your city a lot, or you're
Uh,
new to me, so I'm trying to learn you as well as give the viewers a little background on you. So do you perform around your city, or are you in the clubhouse? Where can people find you?
you can find me on Instagram.
Okay,
Yeah.
Instagram. So do you actually go to venues and perform?
Not often.
All right, well, that's what's up. Well, then we about to pop his cherry tonight right here on the corner, y'all. What's the first piece you're going to get into tonight, King?
Called Mesmerized.
Mesmerized. Well, let me get up out of here so we can see if he leave us mesmerized.
Mesmerized. Lost ebony eyes with the most powerful being on earth. Our potent presence takes resonance in the air of our spaces, showing off our big egos, stroking with fervent desire. Fierce feminine energy fills my space, flooding me in her majestic air. Feminine energy enlivens my soul, widens my heart, filling every sensation in my body. Had a more set of those red rosy cheeks, just enough for me to paint her walls and get the halls of her soul. She walks with gusto, wants to do more than bust because temporary fixes aren't princely. I see her body movements, her hand in motion, creating splashing waterfalls. I want to ride the wave of her energy. The inner me wants to earmark and trademark her bountiful beauty in my Benjamin Aquarius mind. But you see, I love the agency over my autonomy. Still, I desire the warmth for connection. But love to make her mind, body, and soul. Speaking of love languages, foreign to her, as if she never reached this plateau before. Her heart was in a state of poverty. In the poem,
Man, y'all, I think I lost a little bit of my fairy dust on that one. Yo, so the piece itself, you were talking about a queen, right?
yeah,
All right, so is she in your life? Tell us about the piece,
no,
man. How long ago did you
no,
write it? Like, was
this
she
is a
watching you? Because I seen you look back a couple times.
it
Was she
wasn't
watching?
about a woman. No, it wasn't about a woman. It wasn't about anyone. It was just like some a creative way of expressing myself. From
Okay.
either like, yeah,
Okay. Well, I was
it was the
completely
idea of
lost
my
on
head.
that one.
Huh?
I said, well, I was completely lost on that one because I could have swore you was talking about a woman, or maybe that's just where my mind took it.
Oh, well, I was talking about. I was talking about a woman. I was, but
Oh, okay. I thought.
it wasn't anyone in particular or anything.
Oh, okay. It was just your imagination going off,
Yes.
and it was a beautiful piece. I ain't even going to cap. So thank you so much for blessing us with that. I can't wait till you come around with your second piece, man. So we're going to keep the show moving. My next person that's coming up, yo, this queen right here. So I saw this queen at an event put on by Essence of Poetry, and I absolutely love going out to Essence events. They're a safe spot, and she just always got some dope poets in the building. So, yo, you know how when you see somebody for the first time, you be like, man, that mother smart as hell. Well, that was Bree. You know what I'm saying? When I on first sight, that was Bree for me. But I just didn't know how smart she really was. You know what I'm saying? So not only does this queen carry a passion for poetry, but she also is a graduate engineer, y'all. She graduated with her BS in civil engineering from Mercer University. Trust that BS don't stand for no bullshit. Her poetry ain't no bullshit neither, y'all. So when I seen her, I definitely had to invite her to the corner. So it's a blessing to have her on the corner tonight, y'all. This her first time being on the corner. I think this might even be her first time doing an online set. So y'all help me welcome Bree.
It is so
Yo,
good to
queen.
be a keynote. It's so good. It's so good.
What's going on? How was your day today?
Man, my day was productive. It was pretty busy, but it's productive. Sometimes you can be busy but not productive. So I'm glad I was busy and productive today.
That those two things go together, like, you know what I'm saying, peanut butter and jelly, if you're really doing it
Come
right.
on,
So I'm
somebody.
glad that
There you
right.
go.
So, right. So I'm glad you was able to get that down. So just let's talk about it, because the last time I saw you, and every time I see you and you come up here, and you just do this absolutely amazing poetry, but I've yet to see you do like the same piece over and over. So that is a beautiful thing, that your pen leaks so freaking much. So how is it being able to travel up to Atlanta and just tear houses down? Like,
Honestly, it's a blessing. It's a major blessing. This was something I wanted to do. This is something that, honestly, I just feel like that was my purpose to do. For a long time, I couldn't figure out how to use my words. I'm a person where I went through some traumatic things growing up, and when I went through therapy and everything, I was able to put it in the pen. Shout out to Essence of Poetry. You mentioned her. I always tell people that is my mentor, that is my big sis. And one thing she always tell me that I keep with me is to put it in the pen. Anything that I am feeling emotionally, I make
right.
sure that if I can't say it, I let my pen say it. And
And that's a
so that
powerful
is,
tool. That is a powerful tool, because a lot
yes,
of people don't realize how therapeutic our pens are. That's why I asked Prince of P about his piece and
right,
how he felt better. Did it feel better leaking out, or did it feel better coming out? Because,
exactly.
I know me, you know what I'm saying? I don't really feel better until I say it. I can write it all day long, but until now, because this is new. But now
Right,
I feel better once I speak it, because I feel like I give it power, or I
right.
take its power. One or the other, but I feel like
Exactly.
I'm in
Exactly.
control. You know what I'm saying? So that is,
Absolutely.
yeah, that is the bomb.com. And yes, I see Essence is in the house while we talking about her.
Yes.
And she definitely gonna have to tap into the corner one week, because anytime she has
For real.
a show, yeah, because anytime she has a show, I am trying to be there, y'all. I don't care. I get
For
that,
real.
I was off of social media for almost a month, if anybody paid attention. And her best friend, which is good, like one of my bigs, sent me the flyer, and I'm like, wait, has this got something? I'm pulling. I'm on my way,
Look, we went to the
So
wheel. We went to the
right,
wheel.
right, right. So I was happy to see you there as well too. So just to see that,
Right.
she inspires your pen as well. When you find those buildings and places and people that have you to
Yes.
open up so beautifully, then you cannot sleep on that, and you have to, put that passion behind it. So I'm glad that you're one of those people that actually do that, and get it in like that. So you told me you've been writing for a little while now, and you still told me that you're nervous. So how does that feel? Because I like to talk about that nervous energy that I be having. You know what I'm saying? So how does that feel, being nervously in control though?
Nervously in control. I love how you put that. The fact that I got some type of control. I mean, if I didn't have any type of control, I think I'd be going haywire right about now. I probably couldn't speak, but the fact that I got some kind of control to it, I think that's what allows me to be able to be myself and to be able to execute what it is that I'm trying to convey with my poetry piece.
Facts. That's a beautiful thing. So let's talk about this degree that you have, because I mean, because to me, and it could be out there because you in that world, and I'm not.
Uh-huh.
So to me, that's outstanding. Like, I don't know many female engineers,
Yes.
female
So
black engineers too. Let's throw that out there. Let's
right,
throw
let's
that out
put
there,
that
because
part in
she
there.
did this. You know what I mean? So just to have that, up under your belt, like, how proud are you of yourself?
Ma- for words can't even describe. My dad was a big inspiration. My dad wanted to be an electrical engineer, and that was something he decided he just didn't want to no longer do. And
Okay.
so to see his black daughter um go out and get something and stick with it even when it got tough.
Right.
He was proud of me, and I was proud of myself, because it's hard doing engineering, and that's for any. And I'm not just saying engineering, but for any major that you're trying to gun for, but especially those STEM fields.
Right.
And it's not gonna stop there. I plan on going back to get my master's in engineering management, so it ain't gonna stop
Hey,
there.
hey, when you do, you definitely got to come back on here so we can brag about you, Queen. Because I like bragging about our people. I like bragging about us. It make me feel good when I have
Come
somebody
on,
on the show
somebody.
that's doing something that ain't nobody else doing. It. You're our first engineer, and you know what I'm saying. Probably gonna be our last one. You know what I'm saying? Let's put it out there. You know what I'm saying? It's not very a lot of people, you know, that do
Right.
poetry and into stuff like that. Like, so how amazing is it to like be a video game head? I'm a video game head, so you know we got to talk
Oh
about this.
man.
You know, like
Look, once again, that is all on my dad. I've been well, it's actually on both of my parents. I've had a controller in my hand since I was 4 years old. So
whoa.
yeah, this is when GameCube had just came out back then.
Okay,
And
I'm a Mario Brothers baby, so yeah, I've been playing since like Mario Duck
exactly.
Hunt. You know, Duck Hunt was like the first joint where you got mad at
Exactly.
the dog
Yeah.
laughing at you and shit. So I
Oh
definitely
yeah.
understand. So yeah, man, that gotta be, you know, just to find. You don't find too many female gamers either. Let's keep it 1,000. Like, you know what I'm
Not at
saying,
all.
like real gamers. You know what I'm saying? I hear
Right,
females be like, I
exactly.
dribble and dab. Nah, I can sit on the game for hours, fool. That's what I mean when
And
I
that's
say
me.
gamer. You know what I'm saying?
That's
So
me.
right, right. All right, so I ain't gonna keep the people waiting no more. You know, we just had to get into a little bit of backdrop about the Queen Bree. So let's get into this absolutely amazing pieces that you be dropping. So the first piece you're gonna give us tonight is
It's called dinner time.
oh, it is
Dinner
dinner time
time.
too. I be hungry. Okay, let me go.
All right. Hear ye. Come one, come all. Who comes forth? Me and more. He welcomes the thief, yet she abducts. He welcomes the prostitute, yet he's for sale. He welcomes the adulteress, yet she's unfaithful. He welcomes the gay, yet he loves the man. He welcomes the liar, though she's deceitful. He welcomes the betrayer, yet he is untrustworthy. He welcomes the rapist, yet she violates, the murderer, yet he kills, the abuser, yet she mishandles, the arrogant, yet he's fat with pride, the atheist, even though she's not convicted, the poor, yet he's not prosperous, the addict, yet she still craves, the elder, even though his life expires, the smoker, yet her lungs are scorched, the alcoholic, though he still thirsts. He welcomes the foreigner, yet her home is far. He welcomes the manager, yet he has authority. He welcomes the last, yet she's the end. He welcomes the child, yet he hasn't been developed. The depressed, though she remains low. The wicked, though his heart is foul. The doctor, yet he's sick. He welcomes the firefighter, yet she feels the flames. And they all sit at the table, eating. The table overflows. And guess what? There's still room. Thank you.
Oh, man, that was so good. I almost blew out a rainbow. I know
I love that unicorn.
you almost blew out a rainbow, Shim. So you know, I could be completely off about this, but were we talking about the higher power?
Yes,
Okay,
yes,
okay,
yes.
okay. So I'm
Yes,
I'm on. You know,
you're right on it.
right. So what inspired that piece, man? Because yeah, you're right. That you know, it's still room for you, your sitting ass to come sit down too, and my sitting ass too.
Come on,
If
somebody.
we accept it. So what inspired that piece, Queen?
What inspired that piece was, of course, I'm very bold to say I am a Christian. I go to church, and there was a story about I want to say it was the wedding banquet at Cana, and that was the sermon. That's what the sermon was around. And oftentimes the main thing I got from that was oftentimes, like you said, we sin the same way, but better yet, we like to give degrees for it and turn those that actually need the gospel away. And basically, the whole point of that parable that Jesus was teaching was it doesn't matter who you are, everybody can come. Everybody can come. There's room at the cross for everybody. And I stand on that.
Hey, factual, as you should. You know, when you have strong beliefs in something, should nobody be able to take you away from that? And if anybody knows what you just spoke was definitely the truth, because you know where the preaching go on the most is where the sinners at. Where people want to believe it or not, that's where you need it the most. That's where it shit happens the most. But most of the time, people want to kick their nose up here somewhere and forget that you too have been that fallen person that needed to be
That
picked
part.
up sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So I absolutely enjoyed that piece, Queen. I can't wait till you come back around again with your second piece. And for us to just chop it up a little bit more, because you know I'll get caught up in the conversation more than
I
the
know that.
poetry sometimes, right?
Yeah, I feel you on that.
All right, so I got a commercial break that I'm actually gonna run tonight, y'all. All right, Queen, we'll be back. I got a commercial break that I'm actually going to run tonight, y'all. The king could not make it on here, but I tell y'all what, this king right here, I've been almost begging this king to come on and just do some spoken word or something. When I tell y'all, his pen leaks love. It leaks lust. I mean, well, if you were in my group, and if you ain't in that group, go join the group. It's Papis Poetry Corner on Facebook. Get up there and join the group because you'll be able to see this king right here, James, man. He goes hard with everything that he drips. He has 2 books out right now that you guys can go check out on Amazon. It's on Kindle. The man is out here, he working. Look, if you got Kindle Unlimited, his joints are free to you because you already paid for them. I got Kindle Unlimited, so I went and looked it up. That means it's a corner price for me. So again, if y'all are lost on last year corner prices, here it goes. If it's less than $25, that means your ass is buying a 3.5. If you're a smoker, you don't went out about you a little 3.5, then you can afford to go out and get a book. Support, and more support, people. Make sure y'all tap in with the king. Next time, hopefully we'll be able to have him on here so that he can talk about what really made him write the book. The books are a collection of sensual poetry that he wrote to warm the hearts, the beds, and the minds of women. I mean, now, if you're really trying to get into something with your lady or y'all want to intertwine some reading or some different things, I would tell y'all to go get this book because like I said, if it's anything the way he leaks in Papis Poetry Corner, is thebomb.com. So make sure y'all tap in. All right, James. Y'all already know I can't wait to get him on here, man. Let's get into our third and final guest of the night, y'all. I'm excited about this king right here. First of all, because this king right here is where I want to be. No cap. He got, let me just get into it, man. Honest Abe is a Brooklyn, New York native. He's an author, a poet, a visual artist, and also a musician. He released 3 poetry books. He also has a CD that he released July 2011 called Brooklyn's Lost Son. Man, y'all definitely need to check it out because I went on there and checked it out, and it is thebomb.com. This king also has been featured at Times Square Art Center, Ashford and Simpson, Sugar Bear, NYC, Bridgeport. Man, the list goes on. And the list goes on. He's also been 2 times, not 1 time, but 2 times back-to-back slam winner, man. It is a beast to have him on Papis Poetry Corner tonight. So y'all make sure that y'all look this guy up when he come off. If y'all don't know who he is, y'all better find out tonight. Man, his most recent endeavors include being featured on the Black Poetry Calf Poetry Fest, TV featured on Poetry TV presents the Cypher Den. That's by my boy right there, Eric Crow. If y'all don't know who Crow is, go back, do a rewind at the beginning of Papis Poetry Corner, and then just type in Google Crow, because he goes so hard with the things that he doing out here in these streets. So y'all help me welcome the man that'll be on tour this year right here. But we got his ass first. Honest
So they call it that Abe Bravado. Hard as a motherfucker. What I see is a man in search of nostalgia injections for the future. Wasting time on one too many before fixes power in my headlights. Interlopers instigating like I can't bring that juice. Like I ain't walk through rain, sleet, and snow. Like I ain't get stuck in the middle of nowhere after putting on a damn good show. Letting me believe with them I could reach a new climax. Instead felt like I fucked the world back with no erection and didn't come to my desired climax. See, Dr. Vocab wanted to give me some verbal Viagra.
Yo, yeah. That piece by itself, man, look, it took us a minute to get that piece together. When I went back and listened, I said, oh no, we got to have that. We got to get that joint right there going. Honest A, how you tonight, King?
I'm good. Definitely, definitely been interesting start to the new year so far.
I bet, and you get to kick it with me, so that makes it even more interesting.
Yeah.
So I would say I'm starting your tour off. So, you know, I don't care what nobody else says. I'm the start of the tour. I'm going to promote it like I'm the start of the tour because it's going down this year right here. So you got 3 amazing books out. What is it? Unlock My Thoughts of a Prophet Temple, Humble Beginnings. You did that January 2012. Cursing a Curse with the Worst Verse. That was December 2013. And now Spoken Soldier, the Honest Aid movement. So let's get into them a little bit. Tell us about the first one.
Okay. But as well, all the books are part of a series. It's called that's the whole series.
All right.
I originally planned to release it all as one big anthology of book, but given the time that I was getting ready to release it, I decided it'd be better to release them separately at that time, and then maybe eventually as one big. First book, is Humble Beginnings. I wrote that off the strength before I got on the scene with Poets many times. And
Hold on, I'm gonna blink out. Hold on, let me blink out and let you talk because you blink it in and out. So let me blink out and see if that helps your sound come up because I want people to hear this. And then after you tell us about the books, tell them where they can find them.
If you can hear me now. So the first book is called Humble Beginnings. I initially wrote it off the strength of how I grew up and how I came up, in Crown Heights, Brooklyn, and as well as once I got on the scene, my early start on the scene of poetry, which was about 2007. So, and I went through a lot of, transitions and, growth processes and like just learning a lot once I got on the scene, and it evolved my writing style, being under the tutelage of, English professors as well as fellow writers and poets that have been doing it longer than me at that moment in time, giving me advice along the way, how to improve my writing, working on my stage presence, and all that. Like, it has a lot of my earlier work in it, the first book, Humble Beginnings. Second book, Cussing a Curse with Worst Verse, it touched on the trials and tribulations I've gone through while on the scene, and growing up into my 20s, heading into my 30s at the time. So I touched on, from whatever felt like bad luck, whether it be bad relationships, bad friendships, dealing with a lot of other people along the way that, just only lasted in my life for a season, or what have you, and everything like that. So a lot came from that. And it touches on a lot. The Spoken Soldier book was actually intended to be my 4th book of the series, to finish off the series. But I ended up releasing it early because I didn't have the other book ready, the 3rd installment of the book. Spoken Soldier is like a flurry of, a lot of my most recent work, and and speaks of how I've grown as a writer. You know, um, with my articulation, as well as using different writing styles along the way.
Facts.
Um, and the fourth book, is a fourth book. It's coming soon. That one is, I know a lot of people have been waiting for. That's got most of the love and erotic poems and stuff like that up in there. So
Okay,
people are
let's
waiting for that
go.
one. So I'm in the process of working on that right now.
All right. Can't go wrong with
So
that. So we got one from your earlier works, from your earlier beginnings. So you just learning the curve of poetry. And then we got one where you were going through the curve of poetry just in your 20s and learning life. And then you got one where you've evolved and you come around, and then you're gonna hit us with erotic after that. Oh,
yeah.
that's gonna be so dope just to watch the full circle come back around. I can't wait to get these books, y'all. Y'all know I'm getting them. Y'all know I got a list of everybody that come on the corner. We support, we get their books right here on the corner, and I cannot wait to get my hands on this King books signed. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? All
yeah,
right.
I'll make sure. I mean, all
What's
them,
the
all the,
prices?
but, huh?
What's the prices like?
They're $15 each.
Okay.
You get them direct from me. I still have a couple copies on me myself.
No, he
You
doesn't.
can,
He doesn't. They're mine's now. He got to get one copy because he had a couple. I'm gonna get one. So now he got one copy for you people.
yeah, they
Yo,
can be found on. It can be found on Amazon too, Amazon website and Barnes and Nobles. That's where they are right now. I'm eventually gonna work toward turning them into ebooks
right.
on Amazon and other places. I'm working on my own website too. That's still a work in progress as well. So I'll have a lot more details on that when it
Well,
becomes available.
man
So
of many hats. I see you out here working already. So we're gonna talk about this tour when you get ready to come back around. We're also gonna talk about this CD. But I'll be crushed for time. So what's the first piece you're gonna get into? I don't like the people waiting too long.
all right. Wow, I gotta go to a whole lot to think about what I'm gonna do. But this first piece I'm gonna do was a recent one. It's called "I Come From."
All right. Well, let me get up out of here and see where my man's come from. Let's go, King.
I come from a time when being gifted and talented were two different things. Nowadays, they're one and the same. Newsflash, there's still a difference. And I come from a time where sagging your pants in sweats, slacks, or skinny jeans don't make you a man or gangster. Newsflash, for some of you, I'm just tired of seeing your shit stained drawers in my face when walking up subway steps. And if you do and are offended, fuck your feelings. See, I was raised different. And it's not a soapbox diction or preach, still a teacher, and my reach to the masses. And asses only get upset when they're full of shit. See, I come from a place where real recognize real. And jealous, hungry, and fake only know how to steal with the steel to feel signs of change chained to my mind, shackled with a new normal existence, toe tags, body bags laying stagnant on Brooklyn streets. But not of a concocted virus, tumors of self-hatred in us through violence and protest and peaks. See, I come from my mother's womb. And it feels like my brothers and sisters are still living in that tomb of adolescent past. Brain farting negativity, smoke with prices high enough to put BP out of business. Like light skin versus dark skin. And if I ain't stacking and packing, she won't let me break her back in. See, I come from this moment in rhyme. so that Will and Sean's bells chime out of the struggle. Keep my verbal knees from buckling. Stop the factions, distractions from consuming the purpose driven entrepreneurial spirits you and I were born with. Study, learn, relearn from my mistakes. I'm burning morning, noon, and midnight oils because today might be my last gallon of glory to scorch this dying earth, not leaving a legless legacy. Thought, words, actions, time, birth for your eyes.
Man, that shit that got me shining in the dark. I be damn. Hey, I love it. That's our emoji shim right there. It got me shining in the dark, and that piece was definitely on fire. King, you say that's one of the newer pieces?
Yeah. It's not in any project yet, but like that's one of the newer pieces I wrote within the past year or so.
Hey, you can't go wrong with that. So, what inspired the piece?
Um, part specifically like specifically the what I'm talking about in the content of it. And seeing a lot of things, including like, I mean, if it's for whoever, with people sagging their pants, whatever type of pants they're wearing, but like specifically, like when I'm walking up stair steps, whether it be subway or any type of stuff, I just be seeing like people's drawers that's all up in my face, which is not complimentary and everything like that. And the few of them had a few brown stains in them too. So like that comes from the actual events that actually happen,
Not the
and
skin marks. Like I got bad. I got
yeah.
the pictures, the images.
Yeah, I'd be seeing stuff like that, and also seeing the violence that be in the streets, which almost never ends and stuff like that. People shooting other people and doing stupid stuff for like ignorant reasons, and like, because on the real, like 9 times out of 10, like the reason a lot of people, innocent bystanders, get hit up is because these fools don't know how to shoot to begin with. And they try and light people up all gangster style and everything like that, and they still gonna miss. So I don't know what they even got a gun for. So like all this other craziness and it's just boiled up into that particular piece.
That is so true. But you did give a blank reality of a lot of things going on out here. And I just love the way you spit the piece and the way that you used almost like your imagination mixed with reality to bring it all together. It was a nice, crazy piece. Thank you so much for that first piece. You already know I'm gonna bring you back around because we got to talk about this CD that you got out. Let me get Prince of P back in here so he can give us his second piece. Prince of P. Yo, we pushing P? We pushing P tonight?
No, not really. No.
I love it. I'm pushing P. So a lot of people call me Poppy, so I'm pushing P tonight. I'm damn sure pushing P. You know what I'm saying? I'm pushing power, prosperity. I can think of so many things that I'm pushing tonight. So yeah, King, we are pushing P tonight. So we definitely gonna push some of this Prince of P. So what's the second piece you're gonna give us tonight, King?
It's called 151 Rum.
151 Rum. Oh, I ain't. Yeah. I ain't a drinker, but shoo, I could start a call with that. What's that, Jamaican rum?
No, it's an alcohol, I guess.
Yeah. But is it Jamaican? Like Jamaican rum?
Not sure.
Oh, it's just regular. All right, let me get up out of here. See, I don't even know enough about the alcohol shit.
Poem is called 151 Rum. As I take this righteous rite of passage, I reflect upon the past. Indeed, it's a task. I'm learning and living life, trying to undo ancestral addiction that afflicts deeply. When I sip alcohol, I do it sparingly, sparing me a strong snug of it on my spirit, spearheaded by reminders of others' opiate negative experiences, experiences causing problems, laundry list, alluring liquids, crawl and fall near my thoughts, thoughts of reflections of the past that passed me mightily. That's not that's not the only addiction. Counting porn and sex, that's on me. The former before the latter. It's in the middle of my heart, like playing Ring Around the Rosie, the stumbling on stony steps of addiction, because I have been afflicted. In the poem.
I don't know about y'all, but I'm looking for the dang on magic.
I was too, Shim. I ain't even gonna lie. So, Prince P, when you're writing and you're getting your stuff together, like how do you know what you want to read? You know, when you're doing like not necessarily shows, because you say you don't do a lot of them. How did you pick the stuff you're gonna read tonight?
Kind of picked them out just because I like them. That's all.
Okay. Well, you did an absolutely amazing job, man. I definitely dug the flow. I love how you came with versatility because all of your pieces were a little bit different. So I definitely respect and rep that. You definitely have to stay around for Corner Talk, where we're going to come back and we're going to talk about other people's poetry. Where can people find you at again?
On Instagram and TikTok and Facebook.
All right, let them know. What's the name?
Prince P. Giddy Jr. All lowercase.
All right. Oh, well, he got it wrote up there. So y'all just follow him exactly how it's spelled right here on the screen. Make sure y'all tap in and check my man's out. And hopefully he'll come back around to a corner so that he can bless us with some more of that magic. All right, Bree. You ready, Queen?
Yeah, I'm ready. You know I stay ready.
Hey, that's rule number 5. Anybody know poetry, boy? Rule number 5 is always stay ready so you ain't got to get ready, baby. I love it.
That's me.
So, so the second piece you're gonna hit us with tonight, what is it?
It's called Honesty. I performed this one. I did a shortened version of it, but I'm gonna do a bit of an extended one for the show,
Let's
especially for
go
you.
then. Now I'm excited because I think I heard some of this one. So let me get up out of here and see if this is the one I heard.
All right. I went to a creative writing forum. My strong, humble friend asked us, "What is honesty?" And I thought to myself, oh boy, this is gonna be good. I said, honesty sounds like this: is a marching band's percussion section, like music at your favorite artist concert, is the head-on collision of two mics during a sound check. Honesty is a backstabber's kryptonite, like a masquerade ball with no disguise, is without compromise, knows how to undress a lot. Honesty is the cut of a pocket blade, deep, like meat in the produce section of a grocery store. Raw is a mouthful of torches and pitchforks, a riot. Honesty is a two-faced person speech impediment, like choking on an asthma attack, is an allergic reaction for cowards. Honesty is a morgue for the compulsive liar, like an attention grabber for death, is a dad joke for fake friends that like to hee hee and ha ha. Honesty is a wake up call for the imbecile, like turning cheap talk into common sense is common sense. Honesty is a truth telling campaign, like swearing on the Bible is oaths on the palm of your hand. Honesty is a gaslighter's uppercut in a boxing match. Like a mouth guard for confusion and empty promises is a knockout in the first ding ding of a round. Honesty is not solar powered. Like keeping the lights on. is exposed. Honesty is the behind the scenes footage of a group chat or DMs. Like screen recording with a privacy screen is a curtain call for professional pretenders. Honesty is bench pressure, rationale, and reason. It's like raising the bar. It's saying it with your chest. Honesty is Holy Spirit, like Jesus is God. Honesty is me, like a firecracker, is ready to explode. Thank you.
Ooh, that shit was more than cool. That shit was facts, 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 facts.
Big facts on that, because honesty is everything. And honestly, that poem was everything, man, for real. What inspired that piece? Because I know, man, look, you broke down a lot of, and you had some bars in there too. I was listening, you was breaking that shit down. I was like, okay. What inspired the piece?
Where do I even begin?
Okay.
Honestly.
Facts.
I was a people pleaser, and I lied to myself thinking that the things I was okay with, I really wasn't okay with. I wasn't okay with it. And I was a person where my voice was silenced a lot. And that's when I realized it's not me, it's them.
Facts.
My honesty, and believe it or not, my honesty is other people's kryptonite. One of my superpowers, besides my emotions, is my honesty. I'm gonna tell you in love, but I'm gonna be honest.
I'm gonna tell you shit. I'm still gonna tell you.
I'm gonna tell you. Right. You get what I'm saying? I try not to be hypocritical with it, but I do try to be loving. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna tell you what it is, and that's just me. I'm real like that.
You gotta be, because if you don't, people don't even realize, you know what I'm saying? When you start a lie, it take another lie to go on top of that lie, then lies, and then your ass is just laying in a bed full of, never mind, we ain't even gonna go there. Just
we
stop
ain't
lying.
Gonna go there.
Don't lie. Honesty is the key. So I love that. We're gonna bring Honest A back up here so he can close us out, and then we're gonna get into this corner too, where we're gonna look at other people's poems, and we definitely gonna be honest about how we feel about them. So let's do it.
Come on, somebody.
All right, let's get the King back up here. King, you already know, you might well take it out your ear and put it on top of your mouth so we can hear it. Yeah, because that's the best way. We heard you so clear when you did that. So let's just keep that motion going. Yeah. So what's the last piece you're going to hit us with tonight? But before we even get into the last piece, you know, I be ADD. Let me rewind. Let's talk about this CD. So the CD that you released, what made you want to put it, you know, so people can actually hear it? Like what made that transition come from the writer to the listening ear for real?
Well, it was something I didn't really like think about as much until like after I was like on the scene for a couple of years, and I was, you know, building momentum, so to speak. So then I started getting questions about like, when's the book coming out? When is the album coming out? And everything like that. Then after the book came out, you know, then there's more, you know, asking about when you're gonna put out an album. Like, need to hear this on wax and all that. So it was a process. Not only coming up with the concept for the album, but the title and, you know, what was and wasn't going to be left on the cutting room floor as far as what was going to be on it. You know, anybody that come up that's done an album, stuff like that, or any type of collection of the sorts, you know, as much as you want some or most of what you want to put on an album or CD and stuff like that, You
Everything
gotta
ain't
cut
gonna
something
make
out.
it. Right. Everything
You gotta
ain't
cut
gonna
something
make it.
out. Nah. So the irony of working on Brooklyn's Lost Son, prelude to Road to Redemption, was that every piece that that made the cut, that I ended up recording and putting on the album, um, I was going through the motions of what inspired every single one of those pieces, which
Facts.
was crazy. So I was kind of like reliving the whole album while I was recording it.
That's a wonderful thing because that's how you know what really resonated with you and what didn't.
Yeah, there's a lot of good poems I have on there, and one bonus poem a little bit later in the album as well that people can enjoy.
All right. Well, y'all
Um,
already know Honest Abe is coming back for a commercial break because we gonna have to put this album up here, man. We gotta put the album up, and we definitely gotta get these books up so people will really know and see the imagery of it and just hear it. So we definitely gonna try to have you to come back so that we can play some of that CD. So people will know exactly how in depth you going with this art that is called poetry, man, and how he's mixed his music because he's also a musician. So he's mixed his own vibe to his poetry, y'all. It's amazing. I can't wait on y'all to hear it. So definitely, we definitely gonna have you to come back to do that. What's the second piece you're gonna give us?
okay, this one partly has to do with like me being confident with myself and like dealing with like a lot of stuff I dealt with in the teenage years, like depression, among other stuff. And this is me kind of like, in another sense, telling my story from then and where I want to go from dealing with all the trials and tribulations. It's called Lost Sons of Society.
All right, well, let me get up out of here.
So in this disease of nature we call life, I'm feeling out of place since birth. And I've been trying to realize my purpose more times than not, contemplated suicide, thinking it's really worth this. To quote one of my brothers in words and knowledge, Lamar Hill, I didn't choose poetry. This poetry shit chose me, so I was pulled into this. To a force of nature I couldn't control. Never wanted to throw stones with my nose to the grindstone ever since I first touched the microphone. And at times, the journey has felt so cold. So I looked at myself, at the man in the mirror, and asked myself, am I the only one? After all the twists and turns, this roller coaster ride and spoken word, I guess that's why I dubbed myself Brooklyn's Lost Son. Trying to find my path on this road to redemption, to finally accept the silence of my mind, body, and soul, taking to heart whatever advice I was told, was taught to speak my mind, even if it meant being so damn bold. Trying to rebuild the bridges, I done burned, hoping the Almighty and the universe offer a clean slate. Burn notices tend to leave scars of life lessons when they've been nailed to your chest by the hammer of karma, so you can endure the next test of change you need to make, so change needs to come. See, Father Time seemed to play the role of universal parent and wisdom teacher, while Mother Nature is the soul doctor, economic parent, birth and spoken healers like me, delivering Flintstone vitamin strength of knowledge to my people. You know better and dealing smarter about who you play with or who you lay with. Acolytes with swindlers sell out tendencies to offer to buy your self-worth. But a price high enough to kill will leave banked up your morality in your memory banks used to secure. And doors of opportunity for me have always had loose hinges. Binging determination with track store kicks. When they close too soon with my 4-4 pen waving, I'd kick it in. See, I didn't enter spoken word just for slams to win. This is just a vehicle I discovered to repent my sins. I've been accused of being a blasphemer with my words, but with no remorse to blasphemer for BSing after Katrina, because I'm one of the sons of society. Born with a scarlet and a senior letter tattooed to my soul with a pessimistic world where I'm in karma of our duties. But when you're a boy bred into no good, no great becomes the next plateau. And a fatherless child almost always becomes less of a father to his spawns to the streets. A young brother with cyanide-scented morals, breathing arsenic nostalgia and a short-term future ahead. The path he leads, no guardian angel wants to sacrifice their wings to save him. And the burdens a man like this carries also heavy that every trigger pulled in and around his sights is just a match lighting the hem of these gasoline drawers won't buy him. And my torment is not too different, but different. A master pain torment with stick-up kid mentality, family friends on the low, all to get them ends. Shouldn't have forgotten self-worth is the only sense I have to have. Help ease my troubled mind. Student of life, learn to ease my troubled mind. Shouldn't have forgotten judgment excludes no one in the end. Hand, head, heart, soul, play the cut out death-defying games of how the Scorpio got stung by an ex with Brooklyn Brown bomber battle tactics. Though the Joe Lewis in me couldn't fully box his way out statistic anarchy. Became a high school dropout, hung with the wrong crowd, but got that GED, combined street and book knowledge, the break into college, year and a half in it. I lost my Marcus Garvey will along the way, led astray like Malcolm said, but the lust, the false love, and the love of drugs. Maybe the spirit of Gordon Parks would have helped me see the picture more clearly, so lack of focus continued. Illuminati society always hungry with my soul on the menu. OG former slangers and hustlers told me to break away from the suckers and busters. Too much liquor will kill you quicker and stay true to your heart. See, the mind and eyes can't play tricks. Words are powerful, but also can be misleading. So believe half of what you hear and none of what you see. The system was designed to get the best of we. Consider this the prelude, the fight of my solace. Road to redemption is next. With the underdog battle cry, let the ink of my God commission sacrifice like Abraham be the bullets. Let my pen be the gun till I rain down justified hope. The heavens help heal the sins. Brooklyn's lost son. I am Brooklyn's lost son. By the end of 2024, I will say I was Brooklyn's lost son, but now that I'm riding until my kingdom comes. Peace.
Oh, I absolutely love that piece. Yay!
Yo, if you didn't just close this freaking show out with a power piece, that definitely spoke on so many different levels. I don't even know where to start with it, because it was almost like you was claiming that poetry was yours and you was out here to do what you was going to do with it, but it comes with a message and it comes with, like, man, you went so many different places with that. How long ago did you write that piece?
I actually, well, I added the latter part later on, but like it was actually fully supposed to be on the album itself. So it was like it was like a new piece from like bits of like two different pieces I wrote a while back, and I just decided to make it an actual full piece into one full piece. And like yeah, it's a different version that's on the album, but like
it's a different version, but it still give you the same point that you was making.
Yeah, so I'll try to get this version on the next album, which is another project I am in the middle of working on as well. I'm keeping busy, I'm on the move, so like the new album is like finally getting ready to come soon enough, after like a little bit over 12 years after the first one. But like definitely check out the first one. It's on Bandcamp actually, so like y'all can check it out there, hear the certain tracks or pieces of certain tracks. But you can get the whole album on Bandcamp. You can download the digital or get you a physical copy, from Bandcamp as well. So
y'all heard it. Y'all definitely need to go check it out, man. Everything I've heard, I've pulled from YouTube. So y'all know I be stealing off the YouTube. I love YouTube. So I've yet to hear the whole album, but I'm going to make that shake soon, because now I know where to find it at. This can't be hiding this stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm loving that. Let's get everybody up here so we can go ahead and get into this corner talk, man. This is the new segment that we got that's coming up. I am so looking forward to this part of the the show because it's new and because we get to hear other poets and we get to see how we feel about what they spit. I have no idea who the first person that's coming up is, but Dutch, as y'all can see, we got Duchess and Mr. Mayor up here for the first time in a whole year. They always behind the scenes making stuff happen. So I'm excited to have them on. Welcome to the front side of the show, guys.
What's up?
Hey.
Yo, you know what it do.
Good job, poet. Yeah.
Hey, man, everybody did an absolutely amazing job tonight, man. Hats off to everybody. Like
Indeed.
always, always a blessing to be in good poetry and good vibes, man. You can't go wrong with that. So who's the first person that we got coming up?
This is called His Word. He was a man of many words, but never a man of his word, and it just stirred all my emotions with the lies he would tell. It made my heart do an explosion. He left me unspoken and frozen in embarrassment. He was so arrogant, used me as an experiment to see how far he can go with his lies he sent. I believed him, I did, even though I was misguided by his fibs. He would tell me one thing, then switch up. If I questioned it, he would say, let's split up. He wanted to keep me embedded in his lies. He really wasn't that guy. He claimed. I feel so ashamed. That's why I keep him unnamed. But I can only blame myself for putting up with his games that were bad for my mental health. But I understand now that his falsehood made me never want to allow anyone get close to me, that I have to beg and plead, because that's so absurd to do all that just for a man to keep his word.
Yo, so I guess I'll be the one to pipe this thing up. That actually was one of the queens that sent in a video. I think it's Marchita is her nickname, I want to say. I actually enjoyed the piece. For the most part of it, the wanted to keep me embedded in his lies. He really wasn't that guy. Like, it had words, but the presentation for me could have been a little different. But other than that, the piece itself was written. Dutch, what you got on that?
I mean, I would encourage her to maybe explore a couple of different styles. It was a little nursery rhymey for me, but I applaud her for having the courage to submit it. You know, she did it with confidence, and other than that, it was a great piece for her.
Facts. Bree, what you got on it?
I like the piece. I think for me, the main thing I got of it, her piece reminded me of something that I always heard growing up. Your word is your bond. And I could definitely relate to that. Just being caught in the web of deception like that. But I will agree with Duchess. It was a bit nursery rhymey. That's something I picked up on real quick. So I would say not only explore the styles, but explore your expansion of vocabulary. That can also be a thing as well.
Push your pen. That's what that means. Exactly. I definitely got that out of that. Prince of P, what you got on me?
Were
you able to hear the piece?
No, it wasn't.
All right, well, we'll definitely come back to you on the second piece. Bro, what you got over there?
I think her concept was great. I think she made her point, but just like Duchess and Bree, I really feel like she kind of relied too much on the rhyme and it got a bit redundant, but she definitely made a point. She just has to kind of, like Bree said, play with vocabulary a little bit and work with different presentations and styles, man. Get comfortable with her so she can make people feel it, not just hear it.
Right, that is facts, because I really thought that piece kind of will resonate with a lot of queens out here, because I know a lot of people going through that, but you know, it kind of lost me halfway in. So I definitely feel exactly where y'all coming from. Hey, what you got on it, King?
I'm not mad about the concept, though I've heard the concept in like a whole lot of poems over the years, so it's nothing new to me. But and it's a good poem. I mean, I'll touch on a little bit what everybody's kind of pointing at. You know, it could have been like a little bit more detailed. You know, she was touching on things kind of what she wanted to based on the concept. But like, you know, I like details and stuff like that, so it could have been more detailed And
Good point.
yeah, she could have switched up a couple of sections with the end rhyme and stuff like that. That would have kind of grabbed me a little bit more,
Yeah.
you
I
know,
think
like switching it up. Like,
Agreed.
so that's pretty much I gotta say too much about it. But it wasn't a bad poem.
no, I definitely agree. It was another line that kind of stuck out to me. She said, "That's why I keep him unnamed, but I could only blame myself." So it was almost to me when I heard that piece of it was almost like she didn't want to give it a name, and maybe she could have been the person that was in those shoes for a little while, you know, because then she took and blamed herself for the things that he was taking her through. But did she blame herself because she didn't see it? Or did she blame herself because she wanted to believe it?
Right.
Sound like a little bit of both.
Yeah.
That part.
So
Hey,
that's what I caught on.
hey, I
Sound
feel
like a
you
little
on
bit of
that,
both.
Abe. Yeah, indeed.
Yeah, and if y'all in the comments and y'all got something y'all want to say, we'll definitely put it up here. Y'all are welcome to join the conversation that we're having right now. It's all about pushing the pen and just making the pen better. I think I'm going to absolutely love this segment of the show.
Yeah.
Let's get into the next piece.
I'm Cesar Spittle, and this is Whiskey Come Alongs. Ever catch yourself half-cocked and remorseful overtures of past digressions? Useless. Objections already shed from this life. However, a funeral mask wears this moment. Now mind has myriads of flexions and tumultuous growth spurts like backward progression. I stumble every third advance. Man, it's a class and swagger. At once, my bravado, now resurrected like a holy Easter seal, a celebration, broke open a weary dam, you for the knot, where I got caught. Looking stupid, junky, inbred, you spread your disease over me. Like a cynical production of a dwarfed intent of a hillbilly cracker on knees over me. I've gotten right. Away from your disdain to fruity gardens of lustful purpose intent. Can break sugar snap footings in the season of the fools. I am he that walks behind catastrophe. Omitted through clenched teeth, I scream for severance. A long-drawn ticker-tape parade of indifference choking me like a noose. Is it not enough I lost my caboose? Even gone, ripped of my civility, not torn, but ragged. I sew new seams of change and perseverance, even under darkness. I emulate a radiance that's never truly dampened. Moist as cattle tongues, licking my dire into redundant projections of false claims where I was understated. In the airs of my dominating mind, there I was cold, but not annihilated by your demise. An equal projection of that all's right under cosmic thrust. I gave 2 fucks. Done. Over easy swaying decanters of whiskey hymns and marriage. Cush. To elevate over the fallout and become the man I was meant to be. The Pocket Breeze.
Sinister.
I felt it.
Hey, he went through some tumultuous growth spurts.
I'm sorry, I shot
He
myself.
lost his caboose.
Right, and not only did I lose my caboose,
It ain't enough that he lost his ass, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Look, man, it's just losing his butt for me, man.
I'm telling you, man. He been through some things.
Right, so first I had to listen to this piece like 3 times. So if y'all saw me over here where I was kind of acting out what he was saying, it's because I had to go back that many times just to catch on. Whose headset? Somebody clicky clackety. All right, I muted you, Prince of P, because you was the last one to come in, and that's when the noise started. So, I had to. I'm gonna unmute you when it's time for you to talk. But I had to actually go back and listen to it a couple of times. I know y'all don't get that, so that y'all can go back and listen to it. So I'll be the last one to talk about this one. Who wants to start us off with Sinister? That is Sinister, by the way. And we caught him on a damn good night. You heard me?
I'll go first if they don't mind.
Go ahead.
First off, I love this animation throughout the whole piece. That caught me straight off the bat. And the content he was talking about, it kind of like it was pretty detailed. So it actually kind of reminded me a little bit of like actually one of my pieces. So yeah, it reminded me of like actually a little bit of that same piece you used in the promo for me. That piece.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing, Abe. I promise you.
So that's what really got me, because it reminded me of that piece. What I was talking about in there is like, dude, really going through some shit. Like I wasn't in that piece. So like, no, that's a good look. He had no doubts of like describing himself as a hillbilly hick and all that other extra stuff like that. It's like, okay, that's some detail up in there. Give me that imagery. I'm loving it.
All right.
I can't be mad at that piece. It's a good look. I'd love to see him actually do it live at a show somewhere. I'd be front row, ready for it.
No cap. I've been trying to get Sinister to come on Poppy's Poetry Corner because Sinister used to perform a lot and he just stopped. So you can find him sporadically in the clubhouse, but Sin is one of them people that is kind of hard to catch. And I always got to go back and look at the replays because I missed what the hell he done said the first time. And then when I go back, I'm like, holy shit, this guy is fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
When you kind of think about it,
like scientist, man.
All I got to say is I want some of what he was smoking.
Hell yeah. That part.
He ain't lying about that.
Okay. That part. Man. Who's going? I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say real quick, his delivery and his cadence was everything. Like
right.
I could follow his whole story, and I'm getting a good laugh out over here. I'm like, yo, this dude is bonkers, man. Like this dude really on it right now. So that's what I was following. Like his cadence was everything. Like I was following that from top. I'm like, Avery, have me front row. I have me Daniel's laughing with that dude.
that part.
Sorry, I'm gonna unmute Prince of P. So if he heard some of the piece, because I think he was blinking in and out, but if he heard some of the piece, I would love to hear what he had to say. Oh, unmute yourself, Prince of P. All right. Were you able to hear the piece at all?
A little bit, yeah.
What did you think about it?
I like the delivery and vocal variety that they gave. It was very animated with it, with poetry.
Facts. I love that. I love that everybody said that he was animated. Go ahead and mute yourself back up, Prince of P. Can you leave out and come back in and see if we can get the clicking to go away? Because I don't want to have you muted during the show. We would love to hear your opinion about these poets. What y'all got over there? I'm gonna transition to another room as we speak. But what y'all got?
I think, man, like Brees, I love his cadence. And this is my second time hearing the poem. I heard things I didn't hear the first time. Man, the more I hear it, the more he says. And I mean, he's like literally giving them details, man. I mean, it's like, and then if you go back and play it again in your mind, man, there's so many different ways you could translate that poem and be so on point. It was like the first time I heard Eminem or saw Eminem, it was like, well, damn. He did that.
Right.
He did.
You know,
He
the
just. He.
part
I didn't expect what I saw. You know what I mean? At
facts,
all.
man. Facts. The part that stuck out for me had to be like backwards progression. I stumbled every third advance. Like
that
come
part.
on, like that line. What do you say? Something about him always walking behind catastrophe.
Yeah.
And the one that I loved the most was never to be dampened, but
yes,
moist.
Yes. Yes.
By himself.
That was
Yes.
my line right there. That was my line.
That part.
No, that was everything. Like it was crazy how he,
man.
you know, how he actually put that out there. So I'm glad that, you know, everybody is enjoying it as much as me. AK, I can't wait for you to be up here next week so you can talk this talk with us, Queen. Yeah, we got one of our managers from the other group is actually in here tonight, and she's going to be a part of Corner Talk when she can come back and do Corner Talk with us. So I'm excited about having her in here as well. Did anybody else have anything else on the sin piece?
No.
No.
All right. Well, I already know who the last piece is. It is Marielle Shinobi. Let's get
My
to
black can be a little controversial. See, my black was formed from the foundations of the world, so my black brings joy. Oh, and my black creates magic. My black has this dynamic that gets things popping, rocking the colors of the earth. See, my black has the energy of a starburst. Oh yeah, the sun loves my black. In fact, my black is a battery pack, the knick-knack to my patty whack. My black be on the market selling like crack, yet at the same time, man, my black don't even crack. My black is the mark of past royalty. My black is poetry. My black flows out me godly, keeping it real shit. Sometimes my black even surprise me. My black be digging the scene with the gangster lean so fresh and so clean that if life is Clubhouse, man, my black would be a green bean. My black was set in the west, yet a rose in the east. Me, my black can be the mark of the beast because my black can destroy anything that comes from white supremacy. Oh yeah, you should see my black in the sun after it comes out of rain. It just goes to show that my black brings joy even coming out of pain. My black can feel close, yet my black got some range. They research hours upon hours to see what the melanin contains. My black is fire, yet my black brings heat with doctors and scholars, man. My black got degrees. Per gram, my black is worth about $300. My black breaks necks and leave people stuck. If I said my black can pull a truck, then hook that shit up and shut the fuck up. Yeah, I think my black is the ish. They wish they could do half the things that my black already did. Let me tell you what my black comes with. My black got skills. My black gets real. My black was already born dressed to kill. My black is ill. My black was the original sex appeal. I mean, you can look, but please, don't touch the black. Approach the black with care because my black fights back. My black shaped the future, yet my black formed the past. My black got swag that got me feeling like, ooh-wee. Because see, my black got that gas. My black's sweet like honey. My black flows high like when it's free. My black will float like a butterfly. My black will sting like a bee. They tried to destroy my black until they found out that we got what they need. So now they got to respect my black because my black is that government's cheese. My black has fans, but my black also got haters. Yet I still step out of my black like a 1970s player with some gators. My black has got flavors laid with different types of seasoning. My black gives this southern style home cooking greeting, smelling like grandma's kitchen. That finger licking, that shit tasting like chicken. My black be hitting. My black will have you going back for seconds. How the young people say? Man, my black be busting.
Damn right.
Man, my black be
Damn right. Enough said. Enough said.
Say less.
Hey, for real, bro. That piece right there is one of the dopest pieces that I've heard. And Marielle got boy, he got some shit on his
a lot.
And that's one of the pieces that I absolutely love. As y'all can see, I was over here saying like every other word with his ass because that piece is a powerful piece. Who want to start us off?
All I got to say is Sensei. Come through, man.
Hey, you know what you say? You gotta say the whole name like a pimp called Slitback.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Instead of 1970s pimp with the Gators.
Okay.
Damn.
Yo, that piece is. I mean, I've heard a lot of my black pieces.
Yeah.
But the fact that he is a black beautiful king,
yeah,
and he wrote basically about him damn self. You know what I'm saying? So, but anyway, who going next, man? Who going next? Because I'll talk.
Let me say something, because when he talked about that Southern kitchen, I said, baby, let me tell you about it. I know what it is when you go in there and you get ready to eat them collard greens and the mac and cheese. Like, honey, I'm here for it.
That sweet cornbread, boy, stop.
Come on, somebody.
Okay, now.
I was here for it. I was like, you know what? And we are so unique that we understand that. Us is understand that.
Hey, man. He just made me proud to be my black. I mean,
come on, somebody.
Bottom line.
Hey, y'all know I'm gonna run the hell out of that piece come February. Damn, Shinobi ain't even been on the show. She's ran that shit every week. You damn right.
Damn right.
Every day, for all I care, every day.
That part.
What you got?
That piece is a motherfucking anthem. I'll say that.
Right there.
It's an anthem. Like, I'm hearing like all these references, like talking about this black got degrees and shit. Black can pull fucking trucks.
Hey, you ain't hear
like, damn. Made a Muhammad Ali reference up in there and shit like that. Like, that's what's up.
Damn right.
No, I cannot be mad at that piece. Like, it was like literally like hard hitting from start to finish, touching on like every little thing up in there and like what represents us as black people and stuff like that. So I got nothing but love for that piece, and that's another one I wouldn't mind hearing it live at an event.
He came like the MOP of poetry right there.
I actually got to hear him do that live. And that's what made me fall in love with it. When I heard him do it live, it was absolutely amazing. But to touch on what Abe said, that man said, if I say my black can pull a truck, then hook that shit up and shut the up. Period.
Period.
Like by itself, period. Hook that shit up. Come on, like and just to talk about that, he said my black has energy of a starburst.
That was one as well.
Yeah, that one I like too.
Starburst, like come on, as soon as it get in your mouth, the flavors just popping from every which way, like yo, and
he said you better know how to approach my black with care. I said, because baby, if you don't, better believe we ready to knock him buck.
Damn right.
Because my black fights back.
Yep.
Damn straight.
Hey, Prince P, come on in the conversation, man. What'd you think about the piece?
I like the piece, I like the whole piece, I like the part about how talking about his black, being black and stuff like that.
Yep.
Like that part is like,
oh yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Yes.
He
man, that whole piece right there for me was what better way to have a conversation, the first corner talk, and kind of end it on a piece than my black beat. Like that to me, I couldn't have picked a better piece for us to actually kind of end the show with. I mean, it was that type of piece. And I love the fact that he just spits it the way he spit it. Like he, you know, even when he was spitting the piece, you know how some people like me, I come across with a lot of, you know what I'm saying? His piece was kind of like laid back because like my black just be so, you know what I'm saying? Like
it was confident, not cocky. It was just, it was perfect.
There you go.
It was perfect.
Right.
It was a black, that was a good representation of a black man. That's how every black man should see himself.
Right.
Facts. I'm definitely not mad at that, man. The Kings have definitely rose to the occasion tonight. That was a good piece. So if we had to sum it up with the 3 videos that were sent in, I would say the first video, we all agreed that the message was there, but the delivery could have been a little bit better, or the pen could have leaked a little farther. I think.
Yeah, a little more detail.
And then on Sin's piece, I feel like it was just creative for all of us all around, whether we found it humorous, whether we found it serious. He was dead ass too, y'all. Like
it was all that.
like,
it was all that.
Like no matter how we found it, the piece was just a very good piece. And then, of course, to get to the Marielle piece, like my black beat, you know what I'm saying? My black beat busting. Just like this show was tonight, man. I definitely appreciate you guys for coming on here tonight. Y'all have been absolutely amazing. This was our first set on Corner Talk. If any of y'all ever want to come back and have Corner Talk with me again, this part of the show you don't have to schedule. Just hit me up and be like, yo, I'm on Corner Talk tonight, and I bet your ass be in a square. You hear me? It's just that easy. Please, Abe, come back so we can talk about this up and coming tour, so we can get this CD played on here, and we can talk about all the things that you have coming up, because you're one of the kings that I will be keeping my eye on for this year. Principal P, hey, we pushing P this year, sir. This year, I want you to send me a video of you doing an open mic, please. Get out of your comfort zone. Please go out there and touch a mic so that you can really feel what that feels like. And I promise you, your pen is going to leak a little bit different from you just reading it. Reading and putting life behind your stuff is two different things. That's my thing to you, sir, is I want to see you push your pen. You have an absolutely amazing pen. And if you figure out how to get it to come across the way you writing, especially with your fiction stories, that's what I want to see from you this year. I don't know what everybody want to push from me, but y'all welcome to put it out here for me this year. Bree, I just need to see more of you. You already on a stretch. You doing your thing. I've seen you at the last 2 shows that I've been at. So that's letting me know that you touch your mic. Drive 3 hours, baby. I already know what you doing down there where you at. So I love that. And I just hope that everybody keep y'all pen pushing. I ain't gonna tell nobody Happy New Year, because Happy New Year ain't till March when the spring come back around. But what I will tell y'all is Happy Calendar Challenge, and thank you so much for kicking it on the corner with me.
All right, keep pushing for the culture, y'all.
Definitely a pleasure.
Keep pushing for the culture.
Hey, everybody, shout out where they can find you at, Bree. I don't remember if we did yours. Hey, I know we did P's. I don't remember if we told everybody where we can find y'all at. Please let us know where we can find y'all.
Yeah, we did not do mine, and I had forgot to do it. I always forget to do it.
I ain't
You
gonna
can
let
find me. You can find me on Instagram and YouTube. It is at Bree.Poetic. That is BRI.POETIC. And then on Facebook, you can find me at Brianna Richardson. That is BRIANNA, and then Richardson.
And if you can't find it, hit me up and I'll shoot y'all ass her stuff.
That part.
King, where we at with it?
All right. I can always say at the end of any show, I'm very Googleable, as dirty as that sounds. Also, specifically on IG, you can find me at Honesty WIT No Filter 27. That's Honesty WIT No Filter 27. I'm also on Facebook. Just search my government name, Abraham Benjamin. You'll find me. There won't be no Lincolns popping up. It'll be straight me, because I'm the real deal.
Damn right.
I'm on TikTok. I'm on YouTube as well. /Abes2, ABES2. You'll find a lot of my past videos there. I'm gonna be uploading new ones soon enough. And if you want to find any other ones of my links, I have something similar to a link tree as for the dots.com website. Just dots.com /Honest Abe 93. You can find all my links there. I'll shoot it to anybody who wants it. And my books are online, and I have copies with me. So you hit me up, inbox, make something happen.
All right, well, I know that was a lot for anybody to write down and remember. So y'all too, please go in Poppy's Poetry Corner. It's the group that we have on Facebook. Post your links up. Post where they can get these books at. Repost where you gonna be at next, because people might drive to see you too, Queen, because you got that pen pushing. You know what I'm saying? And when I come up to New York, baby, best believe I'm tapping in with Abe, but I'm getting my book before then. But I'm tapping in with Abe when I come up that way, man. I was supposed to have been up there for the Honey Drippers. And I couldn't make it. It was too close to the holidays. So I will be finding my way to your state. So, sir, I will be tapping in with you when I do.
Just let me know, now, as far as where I'm going to be next, I'm actually going to be at a spot in Harlem this Saturday called 449 LA Scat. The show is called Saturday Night Rendezvous. It's a nice Harlem spot around between 132nd and 133rd, West 132nd and 133rd. And it's a variety show. It's brought back after a couple of years, and the dude brought it back after a couple of years. The host is Ron Haney. He brought it back after several years of being hiatus with everything going on. So and I had good experiences there when it did happen before. So definitely everybody could come through if you're in town, somebody in town, come through, check it out. There's a good Harlem vibe to it and everything.
All right, King. Thank you so much. I'm going to go ahead and blink y'all down so we can close this show out. Y'all don't leave yet. Oh, let me figure out how to get myself back big. I told y'all I'm going to learn these motherfucking buttons. Anyway, man, y'all already know the saying. Wake up tomorrow with gratitude so it shows in your attitude so you can reach those major altitudes. And I'm high.
Welcome to the corner where the vibes are high, where uncut dopeness leaks on the spot. We always hyping it for the culture. If you love all things poetry, let's call us for ya. My like, on the corner grind with the rewind. My like, on the corner grind where the spotlight shines. My like.